All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is Wednesday, 28th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, which means we're doing another amazing live training session. I'm surprised. I thought with all the festives coming to late end of the year, we would cancel a few, but so far we've been doing each and every one of them. So I hope you appreciate that. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see the screen that says Client Getting Framework. What we're going to try and cover in its totality today. We might not be able to finish all of them, but offer clarity, instant client hacks, inbound framework, outbound framework, tracking, and conversions. This is going to be heavily focused on especially our newer marketing blocks users, but everything I will share will be applicable across the board. So if you have a different surface, if you're here and you're not a new marketing blocks user, you will still be able to benefit from this big time, because as you know, I teach timeless foundations that just work and never go out of style. So let me open up the chat box. Let's see who we got. And especially if you're a first timer, let me know as well, since I know we have a lot of new people since the recent launch. I'd like to welcome you. We'll be speaking to each other way more often. Tiha, good afternoon. I hear you and see your screen just fine. Awesome. I see Siad Ali saying first time. Welcome, brother. I'm going to make it extra special for you. Rodney in the house. Good to have you here, brother. Tia says happy belated Christmas, by the way. Thank you. Same goes to you guys. Stefan is alive. Lori's in the house. Len Carhu, I think that's your first time here as well. Welcome. Good morning from New Zealand. I love it. We have people from all over the place. Perfect. Now, guys, just for especially for the new people here, the way we do things on Wednesday, it's pure value, 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 value. I'm gonna show you everything over the shoulder, and I'm gonna tell you what you need to do, what mouse buttons you need to click. And I will ask a lot of questions as well, and I need you to communicate in the chat box like you're doing right now, or in the question box. This is a two-way street, and that way you learn the most, you get the most out of these trainings. So without further ado, let's get this started. Today, once again, we're going to talk about the client getting framework. So whether you're starting from scratch or you're already a bit more advanced, this will still benefit you big time, because these 6 things, right? And honestly, the first 4 alone should allow you to do no less than at least 30K a month completely organic. Now, like I said, I'll try to go over all of them on this session. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to make it unless I just scratch the surface, but I'm pretty much going to go in depth on a few. So we'll see how far we get, and then if we don't finish it, we'll do it next time. All right, so first things first, offer clarity. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not clear on what you offer, who you offer, and what your offer does, the price point, and all that stuff, if you can't clearly communicate that for yourself, meaning if someone asks you, or if I ask you and I have money in my hand telling you, hey, I want to buy from you, what can you do for me? And you struggle, or you just take a little bit long, or you go and beat around the bush, then you lost, right? So if you can make it clear for yourself, you can't expect your audience to understand what you do and what you offer. So that's the very first thing. I see so many businesses die, and they think, oh, I don't know where to get leads, I don't know how to get clients, I need more traffic. But when I ask them what is exactly your offer, they barely can describe it to me, and that's the real problem. All right, so we're going to talk about that first. So let's dig in. Now, what I want to know from you guys, just put it out in the chat box. I'll put you on the spot. There are no wrong answers for now. Let me know, all of you. So Michael, Ali, Rodney, Tiha, Stefan, Lori, Len, all the other beautiful people in the house, what is the biggest benefit that someone gets when they buy from you? If I buy from you, whether you provide marketing block services, whether you have a different service, a different offer, what is just the main biggest core benefit? Because if you don't know that, or if you can't tell me that right now, there's a different problem we need to discuss, right? So let me know in the chat box, and this should not take you long. It may not take you long, because if you don't know the biggest benefit of your offer, we have a problem. All right, so let me know in the chat box. I'll give you a few seconds, but type it out so I can read it out, and I won't continue a slide or a second further until I have a few answers from you guys, because see, at the end of the day, guys, we're doing this for you. So the biggest benefit, Stefan, so with emphasis on biggest, right? There might be a few and different ones, but I want the core one. Like this is the best part about everything you're getting. So Stefan says it's enjoyable meals. Okay, I think you can top that honestly, but fair enough. Len says affordable digital solutions. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. Waiting for a few more. Ranger says biggest benefit, it's affordable. Okay. Affordable digital solutions, enjoyable meals, affordable. I'll just wait for one more and then I'm going to shout at you guys. The biggest benefit of my products are number one, and I just want one, you will learn how to become self-sufficient. You'll be able to feed yourself no matter what the world is doing. Oh, look, that is perfect. Lori says exceptional customer service, and Michael says fully funded solar system, no loan, no liens, 100% transferable value for money. So I can immediately tell the difference between my regulars. Guys, I'm so proud of you because I can see the growth you guys have made from these sessions, being very specific from the little bit newer people. So for those of you that said, and I want all of you to take note of this, for those of you that said the biggest benefit of my thing, it's affordable, that just means if someone comes in that has a more affordable price than you have, you're done, right? If you're just relying on affordable, you're going to lose out. Then it's a race to the bottom. That should never and ever or will be or must be your biggest benefit, right? You need to understand that people with money buy the things they want, not the things they can afford. You need to imagine if you're in a supermarket and you're thirsty and you have $100, are you going to look for the most affordable drink, or are you just going to take something that you want to drink? Whether it's orange juice, orange soda, they're all about $5, $10, $2. You're not going to look for the most affordable. You have $100 in your pocket. You're thirsty. You're going to pick something that's going to lessen your thirst, right? So you need to understand that your audience, right, has money and they're not looking for the most affordable. They're looking for the thing that they need. Now, don't worry yet about where to find those people, how to find those people. We'll do that later. But if you make a mistake right here already, we're going to have a lot of troubles down the road, right? So that's one thing. On top of that, it needs to be specific. So Len, I love the fact that you're just putting out answers and you're trying, right? If you make mistakes, that's no problem. But digital solutions is very unspecific, right? That can mean anything. And I truly understand that you offer multiple things, right? You have multiple solutions. But face value, if I ask you, what's the biggest benefit for me working with you? You tell me, yeah, I got solutions. I'm not gonna buy, right? It's not, that's not good enough for me. It's like I go to the gym and I said, what's the biggest benefit if I join this gym? Yeah, exercises. It's so broad. It's very generic, right? So try to work on in all your content, all your marketing, all your messages, be more specific if you want people to listen to you. Because we're gonna get to the leads, we're gonna get to the good part and build the list. That's going to be easy. But you're gonna mess up if this foundation is not there. So what we've learned just now is making sure you're specific, and Tiha, Michael, Lori, you guys nailed that. Just to name a few examples, Lori said, my biggest benefit is exceptional customer service. That's very clear and straightforward, right? If I tell you, so what do I get? Well, you're getting exceptional customer service. Like, I don't even have to second guess. Perfect. If that's what I need, that's what I'm gonna buy. Now, Michael says fully funded solar system, right? Very straightforward. I don't have to second guess. It's very specific. I know exactly what I'm getting. And Tia as well. Let me read that one more time. You'll become completely self-sufficient. You'll be able to feed yourself no matter what the world today. I want you to think about those examples, and thank you for putting those answers in, guys. The next time I ask you, and while I will ask this every now and then over and over again to keep you sharp, when I ask you what's the biggest benefit of your offer, you tell me something generic, think about this lesson just now, guys. If you want to become like 30K a month at the very least, you can't do it on that very generic stuff. Unless you have a big name and people just buy from you regardless, you can pull that off. But from the get-go, you need to be very accurate with what you offer. So I hope that made sense. I see Mark says, preach it, brother. Do not sell based on affordability. No, big time. Even when wanting something to drink, it's not about the cheap. It's things like convenience, location, other factors. Exactly, Mark. You're an exceptional deacon. Thank you, Lori. So to add a little bit more sauce to this, a while ago, some of you might remember, we did a training on how to make your offer just unreasonable to say no to. So I think we should do that way more often. So I'm gonna open that one up, right? And in here, I'm gonna go over a few models that is going to show you how you can make your offer exceptional and unreasonable. Because granted, there are most likely a lot more people with the same offer, right? If I offer Facebook ads and my neighbor offers Facebook ads and my next door neighbor offers Facebook ads, we're all doing Facebook ads. What are we going to compete each other on? We're all using the same platform, maybe a different method, but at the end of the day, we take the budget, we run ads. Like, how are we going to win a client for ourselves if we all do the same thing? It's by making sure our offers unreasonable, unlike the other ones, right? So make your offer so good that people can't help but tell other people about it. Guys, if your offer is nailed down, the rest will be so easy. Even if you suffer from low leads, low traffic, you'll be able to sell over and over again because your offer is just that good. So the $100 million offer framework, originally taught by Alex Hormozi, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, right? I might not go over all of them. I'll go over the core ones, or maybe I'll just skim over the last ones as well. You want to eliminate the commodity. So what do I mean by that? Is just like I said just now, if I sell bread, he sells bread, that person sells bread, and a person is standing in the middle, who are they going to choose? We're all just a commodity. We're replaceable, right? Funny enough, I was just watching Shark Tank, and one of the main lines what's this called? Kevin O'Leary says on the tank is where people come to pitch their idea. It's like your offer is a commodity, right? I can come. What prevents me of coming in here and doing the exact same thing and blowing you out the water? Nothing. You don't have any patent. You don't have any IPO. You're just someone that had a product, and I can do the exact same thing. So we want to eliminate commodity first and foremost. How are we going to do that? Let's make it happen. Oh, let me go. This is super important. The goal of your offer is to force customers to make a value-based decision over a price-based decision, right? If you don't do this right, you will end up begging for the sale. That's where people are going to bargain with you and trying to get a better deal because they're going to go on price instead of value. But if you're not a commodity, right? If your offer is unreasonable to say no to, if it's exclusive, it's just something they can only get from you and you alone because that's the way your offer is set up, and I'll show you how to do that in a second, they can't argue on price because there's nobody else offering the same thing. But if there are a lot of people offering the same thing, then they're like, well, I can get this for this price at this guy, so how about you lower it down, I'll choose you. All right, so we want to make sure they're focusing on making a value-based decision. How do we do that? Well, we all know what a commodity is. I won't go over the definition of that right here. Already showed that slide. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to decommoditize your offer. I want you to think about an ability that you could use to decommoditize your offer. And after I've gone through all of them, I want to ask you in the chat, I'd love for you to answer. If I tell you, what would you choose or do to decommoditize your offer? You don't have to be specific yet, but please tell me, because that way I know you've learned on the spot and your offer just became better in a fraction of what, 10 minutes? So let's make it happen. First of all is guarantees. If you have a better guarantee or a guarantee that's unlike any other out there, you're decommoditizing yourself. One of the guarantees, Marketing Blocks has and Snappy Labs has is, well, we have 30-day money back guarantee, right? So what? Everybody has that. But on top of that, we have another additional 365-day money back guarantee if you're not getting any results. That's decommoditization, meaning, hey, you can go and buy any other software, but after 14 or 30 days, you're on your own. With us, we mitigate the risk or we bring it down, because if for some reason you're just not getting results in the whole year, we just give you your money back. So you haven't lost a bit. Well, you lost some time, at least you get your money back, right? That's decommoditization. Now, that's just one of the ways. There are multiple ways you can offer guarantees. Another guarantee is, hey, if XYZ does not happen, we'll continue to work with you for free, right? Or we'll double the amount back. And you only want to do that guarantee if you're very confident about the results you can bring. But the one where it's like, if you don't get results after 90 days in our program, we will continue to work with you for free until you do, right? That's a guarantee, and I know some coaching programs use that allows them to decommoditize themselves. It can also be something like, we'll guarantee X amount of leads or X amount of content pieces, whatever the service is or the offer is you do, within the first X days, or you won't pay us a dime, right? Those are all things that even though you might do that regardless, just mentioning that guarantee in your offer decommoditizes yourself from any other similar service. If we're both content creators, but I tell you, hey, I do 100 content pieces for you in the first month, or you get all of your money back, you're gonna choose me over the other guy that just says, I'm gonna do your content, right? So guys, let me know if the first one makes sense. If you understand this, you'll be able to make such powerful offers. Even if you're an affiliate for an offer, you'll be able to look at that offer and make some guarantees that, hey, another one that's great on webinars says, hey, even if you don't like the offer, you can refund and we'll allow you to keep the bonuses. Right? That's a killer guarantee. That's like, so I win. I'm basically getting free products if I don't like it. Like, my risk is totally gone. Not only can I refund this whenever I want, but I get to keep all these insane bonuses that are usually paid, where if someone else would promote it, like, my bonuses go away, my offer goes away, I lose everything. All right. So I want you to think about a different guarantees. So you can be creative with it, that you can apply for your offer if it's applicable. Some offers are just the way they're structured, you can't do that, but some of them are, and most service-based businesses can offer some sort of guarantee. Just be confident, and it can be something you just deliver anyways, but just make it more apparent, right? So I hope that makes sense. Now, unique services, so this one is really powerful, is if you look at what your audience usually struggles with, and we'll talk about this in a second, but you basically want to look at what are the things the person would not buy from you. So if we look at, for example, um, personal fitness, right? Like, well, I want to take personal fitness, but the only thing is I'll have to watch my food and I have to do grocery shopping, and I don't have time to deal with that part of it. So I'm just gonna wait until I have more time and space in my life to take that, right? That will keep a person away. Now, if I add in a unique service tackling that, saying, hey, not only do we do personal fitness, but we'll give you a 90-day meal plan with all the meals and prices and where you can buy them with one click in an Amazon cart, like, that's a very unique service targeted towards the objection of the person, which allows that objection to become your strongest selling point. So I'll ask this in a second again, but what you would want to do basically to decommoditize your offer in this way is look at, why would a person not buy from me? So inverse thinking, not why would they buy from me, but why would they not buy from me? And then create additional, maybe templates, cheat sheets, white label, PLR, whatever there is to eliminate that objection, add that in, right? So maybe a person would not buy from you. Maybe it's just price. Maybe the price just doesn't work for them. Then you have a payment plan. You have a funding program, right? Maybe it is, for those of you that don't know funding, or want to know more about funding program, you can use that for your own services. So whenever a person comes to you and says, I can't afford you, you can give them funding, makes it very affordable for them, and you get paid in full. If you want to know more about that, let me know as well. Another objection can be, let's say for a service-based business, it's I don't have time. Well, no problem. We have a full done for you service where we hire a VA. The VA comes in, it's just a little bit more expensive, but the VA comes in and does everything for you, right? So there are lots of unique services that you can offer in order to kill the objection, but you need to be aware of those objections first. So do some inverse thinking in, all right, what are things that would make a person hate my offer? And then create a small kind of value-based side product cheat sheet template. It doesn't have to be something extensive, just to tackle that or make it no problem at all. That's another way how to completely decommoditize your offer. And guys, let me tell you this, when you do this, your offer is going to be so unreasonable to say no to. It's going to be so easy to sell. When you find the client, you're going to see an offer that's unlike anything they've seen before, because everybody offers the same darn thing. Let me know if the second one makes sense. Then we're going to go to the next one. Mark asks, is funding program a software website, or do you mean simply offering client payment program that you sell fund? Yeah, so we actually recently did this in our program. We have a pretty high ticket price, so we took a funding team that very flexible. They fund the investment in full for our client, and then they pay in very small increments, very affordable increments as well, to the funding team. So some people just want to work with you, but it just doesn't work with their budget. And then we tell them, hey, we have a funding option. You can see if you qualify. They go through it. They get a great rate. They get a great payment plan, and then they can pay like 60 installments if they want to, and still get paid in full right up front. Right. So that's what I mean by that. Other than that, guys, let me know if the second one made sense, so I know we're on the same page. Because in a moment, I'm gonna ask you, how would you decommoditize your offer based on what you've learned. Let's see. Mark says, so are you working with a private company like a bank or a finance company? Yeah, it's like a private company, specifically made for service-based businesses or coaching programs. And they're just great. They're just great, very professional. They've funded a lot of deals for us, and it's awesome. If you need the details, I can always refer you, man. Stefan says, I've noticed that an increasing number of online merchants promote their guarantees, but then refuse to honor their promises. How do you compete with them? We compete by actually honoring our promises, right? So that's the best way to compete. So whenever we honor a promise, get a testimonial on it. If our guarantee is made and we got the client and they got the guarantee, just when we get a testimonial, make them state that, hey, they were very professional. They said they were going to do this. They did this, and use that as a screenshot. If we want to compete with a person that's not delivering, the easiest way for us to compete is just by delivering. Right? That's how we're gonna win. What's the company that did your funding? Yeah, so I'll let you know, guys. I'll send you a message, Tia and Mark. There's several. I have two. Laura, it's like direct contacts. The guy. Laura says yes, makes sense. Mark says okay, thanks. And yes, I'd like a referral. Thanks. Yeah, cool. I'll contact you with the guy. I'll talk to you, and if it fits, it fits. They're awesome. Next one, over delivery. I think this goes without saying. There's this saying where people say under promise and over deliver. I'm more of over promise and over deliver on that promise. I mean, that's just the best way to go about it. Now, either way, what you want to do is whatever you're offering, make sure they're just getting way more than they thought they were getting in terms of the red carpet experience. Just make it better. Just make it better. Just over delivery. It goes without saying. I don't even have to explain it. If you said I'm give you 10 of X, you'll give them 20. If you said we'll do one call, you'll do two calls, right? Just double down a little bit on what you promised, whatever works for you, obviously, and that will just make them that much more happy. They're like, man, like I bought because this was good, but now you're giving me something even better. So just imagine if I tell you, hey, when you work with me, we're gonna have one call a week, and I'm going to also do show you how to generate organic traffic, right? Which is what I do anyways. Then they're like, awesome, right? I get to learn from you once a week, and you're gonna teach me how to. Great. Now you come in and tell you know what? I'm also gonna give you fill in the blank, done for you social post. Plus, I'm gonna close the sales calls for you. Now you're just like, what the hell? Like, this is unreal. I signed up for a one-on-one session. Now you're also gonna help me close all the deals. I over delivered on that promise, right? So just make sure you just give your clients a crazy good experience, just crazy good experience, right? So Lenny says, can you give some examples as ADA, AC, and decommoditize? I'll go into some specifics. I'll try and do some specifics in a moment, but for now, Lenny, that's literally what I'm telling you here. Just the foundations I'm giving you guys here are for ADA, are for marketing blocks, are for whatever offer you have, right? So the way I set the guarantees, you can apply that at the ADA. The way I set the unique service, you can apply that. And I'll try and give some more cookie cutter specifically for your offer. But the reason I'm trying to avoid that is so you can do this across the board. No matter what offer you have, an affiliate offer, your own offer, physical product, digital product, you know how to market the heck out of, or position the heck out of this thing. Now, next one, bonuses and JV discount. This one also kind of speaks with goes for itself. Goes without saying. I mean, bonuses, if you have any additional bonuses, add those in there. And the bonus should usually, and here's a big tip, guys, outweigh the offer itself. And I know that's hard to pull off, but if the bonus is better than the actual offer, then you can close the sale so much easier, right? So if I tell you, you can get my surface, my ADA surface. We're gonna make your website compliant, and as a bonus, we will update all your policies and check if you're compliant across all websites, and do a full scan on all of your ads as well to make sure they're compliant. Now, the ADA compliance was good, but this bonus just blew it out the water, right? So what most people do is their offer is really big, and then the bonus is just a nice add-on. Try to make the bonus even better than the actual offer than you want. Right? Hard to do, but if you can do it, it's awesome. You need to train on that. JV discount also goes without saying. Basically, if there's a partner, let's say I know my audience is into Gary Vaynerchuk. I know my audience is into Russell Brunson, into Frank Kern, into any of the amazing guys out there, right? And if I can get a JV discount, meaning if you buy from me, you'll get a 10% discount on Gary Vaynerchuk's new book, right? So that's maybe not that big of a bonus, but for people that are really fanatic about Gary Vaynerchuk, or they love a certain newsletter, or they just kill two birds with one stone, they're like, hey, I buy from you, but I also get this discount. You even see this with a lot of e-commerce sites where, hey, if you buy from us, you save points and you can use those points on this other website. And that just works. The reason these big websites use it, because it's really powerful. When you kill two stones with one bird, everybody's happy. So JV discount. So you can also do this manually, right? Like, even to make it super simple, when you buy from me, and I immediately sent you a Starbucks gift card, so we can have a virtual cup of coffee on our next call. That's a JV discount in some sort of way, right? You buy from me, you immediately get a free X amount of dollars to spend for our next upcoming calls with Starbucks. So every time we're on a call, you can have a nice cup of coffee. And that's just an example, but I want you to start thinking out of the box about, right, how can I maybe give a gift card, a coupon code, or access to something, or white label, or anything that I have. The moment they get in, they also get access to that. And last but not least, free subscription. Now, this is hard. I don't like doing this one, honestly, but it is really powerful, and that's where, if there's a paid program you have, a paid service you have, or any other thing, let's say you offer copywriting services, but you also can do SEO content, you can build websites, you have like multiple arsenal, a lot of you are digitally skilled, you'll give them a 1 month free of this additional service if they get in. So let's say they sign up for doing all the copywriting. We're also going to do 1 month of free social media marketing from our social media marketing service, right? A free subscription, and then they can continue that if they want, or leave it as is. And that's kind of the 5 ways, ladies and gentlemen, to decommoditize your offer, meaning you won't look like anyone else out there. Even if a person says, well, I'm going to look around, it's like, nobody else offers this, right? Well, what are you going to look for? Another Facebook ad marketer? They're gonna offer you Facebook ads. I offer Facebook ads, but my offer is different, and they'll know that because they've seen all the offers out there. All right. Unique services and over delivery. That is why I never have exceptional service as a benefit, because that is what everyone states. Yep. Instead, I get super clear and specific about what my exceptional service is and make that part of the benefit I offer. Perfect. And with emphasis on specific. And that's a big lesson, especially for the new people in here, guys. You need to be specific. Stop using buzzwords like, I'm going to help your business grow. I'm going to help you get unstuck. I'm going to create more buzz in your offer. Like, that's very fake marketing buzzwords that make no sense. Right? For you, getting unstuck means something different for me. I don't know what you're gonna do, but if you tell me, I'm gonna go in and streamline your organic framework system so you can get a better lead flow, that's way more clear and specific than telling me I'm gonna help you grow your business, which is just very generic, and I don't know what you're gonna do, right? And that's it's two stones with one bird. I mean, two birds with one stones. So that's a big lesson I want to give to all of you guys in terms of marketing. Just get way more specific. If you want your audience to pay attention to you, you're not going to survive if you keep being very generic and very vague and very standard. That used to work back then. Now with the market as it is right now, you just have to be very direct in what you do and what you can do. Hope that makes sense. Um, Moment, what if they say how much experience do you have? Always be transparent. Always be transparent. Right off the bat, you'll be one of our first clients with a brand new offer, right? They'll appreciate that. You can also, because of that, give additional discounts or make it a little bit more special. You can turn that into a benefit, meaning, hey, we'll have 100% attention for you since this is a brand new offer that we're doing. You'll be one of the first. So transparency is key. If you're gonna try and fake it till you make it or big it up, it's not gonna hold out. It's not gonna work. It's gonna backfire. And when you get that question on the call, you'll be like, oh, well, you're my first. And then it's gonna be awkward. But if you set up front, right, it's brand new offer, we're looking to impact many businesses, we're super excited. Well, that's perfect, right? Because that business also started someday, someplace with the first, right? So just be transparent about it. Also, get some testimonials under your belt using the trifecta campaign, just going out there, asking people to jump on a call and share some golden nuggets with them in exchange for value. You can also just do it in a messenger chat in exchange, value in exchange for a testimonial. And that way they can already see, well, we've helped. You can literally state, we've helped many people, shared our advice with many people, and they've loved it. And we're looking forward to work with bigger portfolios like yours, et cetera, et cetera. Just be transparent is the number one takeaway. Hope that made sense. Suad, Byron says, speaking of 88 bundle, I see there's a new version this week with some additional features. Do current version 2 customers get these updated automatically? Do we have to pay again? I'm not aware of this. I haven't seen this. I don't think so. I usually should know about things like this. Byron, I can't help you. I haven't seen or heard about this. Maybe the team can answer in the chat. But as far as I know, we're still on Marketing Blocks 2.0, so I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But I might be wrong. I haven't seen it, so I literally can't answer you. Laura says, think of SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, and realistic and time bound. Yep, that's exactly what I mean by being specific. Awesome, guys. So with that being said, now that we covered these 5 things, let me know. I'll give you a few seconds. You don't have to be super specific, but I want your brain to start thinking, because this is how you're going to turn in exceptional marketers. How will you make your offer unreasonable to say no to by decommoditizing it, right? If you know exactly how to do it, let me know. If you don't know exactly, just tell me, I'm going to use a guarantee, or I'm going to try and use a unique service, or I'm going to use a bonus, or I'm going to over deliver, or I'm going to do a free subscription. If you already have the guarantee in mind, let me know so I can immediately give you some feedback on that. Now, usually we do these back and forths more on a Saturday Q&A, but I love to have a few examples in the chat so we can just hone in on the concept a little bit deeper. TSS, unique product bundling plus a delivery on a paid subscription plan, plus a ton of add-on with info and tools they will need, and a monthly newsletter with how-tos, tips, blueprints, and plans. And now I'm going to add a great funding plan. Sweet. Now, this immediately makes your offer unreasonable, different from any out there. And literally, Tia, it's like, if I'm on a call with you, you have all the power, because you know, listen, you can't get this anywhere else. It's like I'm the only Rolls-Royce dealer in town, and you want to buy a Rolls-Royce. Well, where are you going to go? You're going to go to another state? Want to go through those lengths? I'm here. You want this. You can't get this anywhere else. Let's make it happen. So that's the kind of position you want to be in. And the problem is, sad enough, I'm so glad that you guys come to these trainings and have these trainings, with a lot of newbie marketers. They're like, oh, go sell TikTok ads, marketing, or any kind of service. And they go out there and they're just the same, I don't want to say sheep, but just the same duplicate of all the other million people that got that same advice. And they're just fighting at the bottom for that same client. Well, nobody's different. Everybody's the same. Everybody has the same pricing, the same offer, the same structure. It's hard. And then they wonder, why am I not getting any sales? You want to stand above that. So I hope that made sense. Let's see. Suat says, I will give them value first and ask them if they want to work with me after delivering the results. That's good. So you're basically giving a guarantee, saying, I'm not going to charge you 1 cent until after I've given you value and you're satisfied with the value you've gotten. All right, something along those lines. That's a very strong guarantee. It's like, hey, The way our offer works, you're not gonna pay a dime until we've given you all the value you need up front. You're telling me that you absolutely see this work for you, and only then we're gonna move forward with our paid program. Like that's most people say, hey, first pay and then you'll get all the value. You're telling them, no way, I'm gonna give you what you want up front, and then we're gonna give more of the good stuff only if you saw that the first thing actually helped you out. So I like that. That's a strong guarantee, powerful. Len says over deliver, sweet. Abdul Razak says I just joined. Can I watch the recording? Yeah, for sure. Welcome. The recordings usually take a bit of time. I know they saw, I saw in the chat recently that they're right now working on uploading all the recent ones since they haven't been uploaded in quite some time, but you'll definitely be able to watch a recording sooner or later, for sure. Lori says, I use a unique services, personalized meal plans, tied to food delivery service from the supermarket. Sweet, like nailed it. Rachel says on mobile, but returns ROI in advance before charging over delivery. Wait, can you rewrite that? Oh, you're on mobile. I think you mean you're on mobile, and your decommoditization is an ROI in advance before charging. Oh, and that's over delivering. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. So it says, I need the testimonial too. Yeah, just guys, you're also among peers, right? Reach out to Rachel, Danny, Mark, Victor, Lori, and says, hey guys, I would love to hop on a call with you and just show my value. And if it's valuable to you, I'd love an honest, some honest feedback. And if you think it sucks, also tell me that, right? Use your peers. You're in the community. Go in the Skype group chat, mentorship chat, and tell, hey, I have this value to bring to the table. Who thinks they could make use of it? If so, I'm willing to give this value for free in exchange for a good testimonial. All right, so go out there and get some sweet testimonials under your belt and leverage the groups you're in. Danny says we will give some advertorial assistance to help them expose their new service to customers. Okay, so in addition to what you offer, you will also give them the hand-holding assistant to expose this. So okay, good. I like that. I like that. I like that. So that would fall under like a unique service. Well, like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this on my own. And then you're like, well, actually, in addition to what we're gonna bring to the table, we're also gonna assist you and hold your hand in doing this and expose. I like that. I like that. That's a unique service. I'm gonna do a few more, so then we can go back to the doc. Victor says, a joint late. I hope I can watch the recording. You should watch the recording, brother. Yes, this is Johnny. Oh, Johnny, it says Rachel Wright. I'm not sure why the names are messed up. I hope I haven't been messing up everybody's names. But good to know you're Johnny then. Okay, perfect. How will I decommoditize my offer if the replays ever get updated in the replay file? I will watch your training from a few weeks ago on offers and watch the training from today again to get all my information needed. Plus, I purchased, and I'm going to read 100 million offers which I already purchased. Sweet, I like that. And then I'm going to create my powerful offer. I want the most powerful offer I can have, and once I get in my knowledge, I will refine the offer. That is the energy you guys need. And Mark, good news. I opened up the Skype chat recently. I saw they're working on just uploading all the replays, so it should be done. I believe first week of Jan, it should be all there at least. But I love that, guys. I'll repeat that sentence that Mark said is, I want the most powerful offer, right? A lot of you think about, I want more traffic, I want more sales, I want more money, I want more this. Get to a point that, so here's one thing I've learned. It's not focus on the result, but focus on the actions that guarantee the result. And that's what Mark's doing. He doesn't say, I want to make 100K. He says, I know he wants to do way more than that. He says, I want the action that's going to guarantee me the 100K, right? And more, obviously. So that is a big lesson for all of you. A lot of you are focused on more leads, more this, more that, instead of the action points, more content, more conversations, adding more people, creating a more powerful offer. So focus on the action points that guarantee the result instead of focusing on the result, which is, once again, what a lot of people that don't come to these calls unfortunately suffer from. So I love that. And let's carry on. Let's see if I missed. I knew the first one's going to take a lot of time for sure, but it is necessary. Uh, Jonesy, is this the right place for 100% training for market blocks? Yes, sir. Let me know if you were here from the start, Jones. Everything I shared here right now is applicable and foundational if you have marketing blocks. Meaning you have marketing blocks, meaning you have an offer. You're either going to use marketing blocks for an offer you already have, or you're going to use marketing blocks to offer services. Either way, you have an offer. Now, if you have an offer, you need to decommoditize yourself. You're not going to go to the marketplace and say, hey, I do copywriting. So what? A million other people do as well. Oh, no, but I do content creation as well. So what? A million other people do. So how do we now use everything that marketing blocks can do for us and differentiate ourselves in the marketplace? That's what we just covered. If you were here from the start, you've seen that. If you just joined, then definitely go ahead and watch the replay as soon as it up. All right, so I'm gonna carry on. Let's go. So that's how to decommoditize your offer, guys. Super, super important key lesson. I wish I learned that or someone taught me that back then. Now, branding your offer. I have a question. Do you guys that already have your offer, does it have a name? Like when I check out, when I look at my credit card statement, or when I click buy now, what do I see? Does your offer have a name? If not, brand it. Brand it. Give it a name. And let the name of your service do the selling for you, right? It's super important. I'll give you a few examples of the offers that I have and different ones. So I had Social Profit Architect, where I did content for a person. I managed their social media, all that cool stuff. And I coached them on how to generate more organic traffic. But Social Profit Architect is a very generic name. You don't know what it does or what it means. Change the name to your first 1,000 customers. Now it makes so much more sense. You know exactly from the name alone what you can expect. Right? And hence the Your First 1,000 Customers program was born. Mindset level 7. You might assume, well, it's about mindset and learning more about personal development. But it wasn't until we rebranded that person's offer to manifest and control your desires. Now you know exactly what you want. And if you're a person that is looking to do exactly this in your space, then this title, this offer name will appeal way more to you. It will be a perfect fit with what you want, right? A program called Dog Harmony versus Make Your Dog Obedient. If I have a dog that I'm struggling with, it's peeing on the home, it's barking at other people, barking at other dogs, just want him to chill, and I see a program called Dog Harmony, okay, I might buy it. But when I see a program named specifically Make Your Dog Obedient, well, that's what I need. I need to Make Your Dog Obedient offer, right? So what I mean by that, ladies and gentlemen, if you are offering any service right now using marketing blocks or any other thing that you're offering, give it a name that does the selling for you. For example, I have an ads agency as well, right? I could just call it a Facebook ads agency, which 90% of the people do, right? I made it very specific. Our agency is focused on running ads for webinars. Hence, our service was called Ads for Webinars. Very specific. If you have a webinar, you can go to any other guy that could maybe run ads even better than us. But you'll choose us because our name directly applies or appeals to what you want to get accomplished, which is you want ads and leads and registrations for your webinars. So you'll go with the Ads for Webinar service or the Ads for Webinars ad agency. All right. So I hope that makes sense. So guys, let me know in the chat box if that makes sense. If you just go out there and say, I provide digital marketing, well, it's going to be a dogfight, right? You need to understand that everything I'm giving you here is to make sure you're being seen and you're marketing on a different level. You're getting away from the bottom, right? Where everybody's finding, where you've been finding for the longest time, competing with everything, not getting seen, not getting a list, not getting engagement, not getting traffic, to now having this amount of clarity that your audience immediately sees what you do, why they need it, and what they can get from you. There's so many people, I tell them, what do you offer? I do digital marketing. Oh, okay. I still have no clue what you do. Does that mean you build websites? Does it mean you do lead ads? Does it mean you help me with organic? You do my social media? What platforms? Right? Make it specific. Sometimes it's hard. Just try as hard as you can. Guys, let me know in the chat box. I can't continue until I know we're on the same page. You know how it works. Or else I'll be talking all day and you won't get a thing. So even if you don't understand it, or you feel this is challenging for you, just let me know in the chat box, right? And I'll explain it from different angles, different perspectives, and then we can continue. You determine the pace of the entire training. But branding your offer surface just helps close the deal that much more. It removes the generic stuff and allows a person to immediately get sold the moment they see the name, right? Let's see. Danny, yes, clarity through great sign posting and branding. Indeed, Mark, I'm still mulling around in my head ideas about branding my offer. Think about something like my first 200 clients offer. My first two, oh yeah, my first. So yeah, also take into account your audience, right? They already have, depending on what you, I know what you offer, right? So if it's what I'm thinking about, um, the businesses you have worked with should already have crossed the 200 clients, most likely, right? So definitely make sure it appeals to them first and foremost. If I'm mistaken, then disregard what I said and it's perfect. But definitely let me know. Victor says, when is this webinar expected to end? Well, you can hop off whatever you want, brother. Nobody's forcing you to stay here, but we're on for about 10 minutes or less. So yes, be very targeted. Thank you. Perfect light bulb moment, says Lori. Got it. Thanks, Raheem. You're welcome. Jonesy J says, would each offer be a project on marketing blocks? Yeah, of course. Yeah, each offer would be a project on marketing blocks. Indeed. Perfect. Awesome. All right, we're on a roll. Now, guys, these are two things you need to definitely answer for yourself big time. I'm not going to ask you to do this right now. Also, I'll be reading the chat for a long time again. We can do this on a Saturday, most likely. But if you don't know this, once again, it's going to be a dogfight. What is your target audience's biggest desire, right? And what is your target audience's biggest pain point? At the end of the day, the pain and the desire is the only thing they care about. You know this by now, right? So if you don't know what the biggest desire is and the biggest pain point is, you can't engage them and trigger them. The reason I get 400, 500 plus comments and tons of replies to my emails is because I trigger them with their desires and their pain points, which are the only things the business owner cares about. They don't care about you, what you got, who you are, where you were born, what your name is, what your background is. They care about their desires and their pain points. And if you can align yourself and your offer and your marketing and your copy and your content with that, then you can grab their attention big time. So ask yourself, how is your offer going to get them closer to their desire? If you can't clearly state this, forget about it. If I'm on a call with you, or I read your post, your content, your email, and you don't show me how your offer is going to get me closer to my desire, even if you might think, well, it's obvious how it's going to be, show it to me. Put it in writing, make a graph, do anything, write out the process, draw it out, show me that you start here and you end here, right? I refer to this often as a CPR, a clear process to revenue. It's for one of our offers. We showed them, here's how we're going to get you results. Stage one, we're going to put in the foundations. Then we're going to do the organic marketing system. Then we're going to fill your sales pipeline. Then you're going to become a sales machine. We're going to deliver epic results for your clients. And then we're going to scale with systems and team. Done. The reason why it's so easy for us to close sales and get deals is because the moment people are on a call, they don't have to second guess. They don't have to doubt. They don't have to leave stuff up. That creates objections unnecessarily. If I would leave it up to them to figure out, so how is this actually going to make me an ROI? If they fail to see that, I lost. So make sure, once again, this comes back in your content, your message, especially in the sales call. If you're doing videos, in the videos, your sales videos, and your emails, right? How is the person, the moment they give you money, going to benefit from you, get them closer to their desire, or avoid the pain point, right? I need to see that. It needs to make logical sense for me. I'll buy in emotionally, but I want to justify it logically. Hope that makes sense. Tia says, I get that my offer doesn't need to have the same name as my business. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Another light bulb moment. Awesome, Tia. That's what I'm here for. Make it something that's so apparent. It will just help you sell so much easier because the name does the selling for you. Right? There's a good chance you've bought a lot of products just because of name, whether it's physical products in the store or digital products online. The name just makes so much sense that you're like, yep, that's what I need. I don't even really care what it does. The name pretty much said it all. Right? So I hope that made sense. And then I said I would come back to this once again. What are the main reasons a person would not buy from you? Inverse thinking. Think about that, guys, because um, you want to have content pieces, once again, emails, follow-ups, and we're going to build all that stuff out along the way. But if you're building emails, you don't even know what a reason is why a person would not buy from you, you're going to miss out, right? Because our follow-up sequences are filled with exactly this. If a person didn't buy from you, there's something they thought. They thought they don't need it. They thought it is a commodity. They thought they could get it somewhere else. They thought it's too difficult, too technical. It's not going to work. I need to address those things. What are reasons a person will not buy from me? Is it the price? Is it because they think they'll have to do it on their own? Is it because they think they already have things set up and they don't need this? Then I start my next email with, hey, if you already got everything figured out, listen to this. And I start. And I make a story exactly about the reason why they think or they thought they didn't have to buy. There we go. Jonesy said, say that again about business name or offer. So what I mentioned is make the name of your offer very specific. So instead of saying, for example, I provide digital marketing solutions, that's very generic, right? Try to come up with, for example, our increased lead flow program, right? Now, whether it's increased lead flow to getting a new website, a converting website to more copy, to more content, you know what's going to happen. Your lead flow is going to increase. And subsequently, I need that. So now it makes much more sense to buy from you because you have a service called our increased lead flow or our lead flow program. In the lead flow program, we're looking at what your business is lacking, and we're going to make sure it is primed for accepting more leads, whether you need a more website, when you need better copy, or whether you need content. We'll make sure we'll find the blind spots and work those out to make sure you get more leads. Welcome to the lead flow program, right? I think that area also answers your question. So I have a wholesome name that addresses those things. So what is the core thing? That's why I asked these things before. What's the biggest benefit of someone buying from you? Like, what are they going to get? Now, I know you might have multiple offers, but there's one thing. Maybe it's done for you. Maybe it's time saving, right? Now, if you can have that in the name, and that is a wholesome name that still is very specific, but inside that name, that's basically an umbrella for all the things you can do for them. It's easier for them to buy from you. Ari, let me know if that made sense. Jonesy, let me know if that made sense. And all the other people, let me know if you learned a ton about offer clarity. You won't find this training anywhere else. You won't find anyone else teaching this. They'll just tell you, sell this, try that, this is booming, offer that. But you'll find yourself in a pit of millions of people selling the same thing, being nothing different from each other. Now that you've gotten this training, you'll know exactly how to take any offer to the marketplace and dominate it, or stand and show people that you're different and make people choose you over everyone else, and choose you based on value, and you can decide the price you have and offer a premium. Hope that made sense. Hope you appreciate this training. Let me know in the chat box. I see Jones is saying yes, thank you. Dwayne saying yes, great training. Lori says you were remarkable. Thank you. Always great info, says Tia. Danny says yes, nice. Having a great name for the service product will help focus all work around it. Exactly, Danny. Mark says my offer for getting my first 200 clients, more results. Oh, more results. Okay, got it. In my webinar, I explain more means M is magnetic and message O is offer. R is recommendation from your RRR strategy. E is educate. I love that. And I recall that as well. Yeah, the more. Jonesy said, is this being recorded and a download of the slides? No, you don't get a download of the slides. I didn't even use slides. Oh yeah, I used a few slides. No, you don't get a download of the slides. Those are intellectual property for me. You do get a recording, and there is a replay area. You can always email support@snaplabs.com or ask in the Skype mentorship group if you're part of that, and they will kindly send you the replay area. Maybe I can send it in the chat as well if you're lucky. Oh, you guess it's your lucky day. I have the link on deck. So I'm going to share it in the chat box. I assume all the new people don't have the replay link. So I'm going to warn you, it is not up to date, as Mark will also kindly tell you. The replay area is not up to date. I do know that since our recent call on Saturday, they are working on it. The link is in the chat box. You will regardless find a lot of gold stuff in there of trainings that are going to blow you out of the water. So have fun and implement. Les says great review, I love it. Ari says appreciate all your tips. You're welcome, brother. Thank you, Les. T says have a wonderful rest of your week. See you Saturday if you do the Q&A. Yes. Abdul Razak says is the webinar is about marketing blocks. Not sure what you mean. If this webinar is in regards to marketing blocks, yes. So I'll explain this one more time, guys. What we've just done, and I know you joined a little bit later, so it's okay. We just had a training, an epic training, if I might say so myself. Most of you have recently bought a software that's going to take your business to the next level, and it's going to allow you to offer some great services. Now, the training I just gave showed you how to make sure your offer is irresistible in the marketplace, right? So maybe I didn't open marketing blocks just now, but I don't have to. It doesn't matter. You need what I just showed you, regardless if you're using marketing blocks, if you're using anything else. This is the core foundation of having a proper offer and dominating it. This is also one of the main reasons that up until now you haven't been able to get the engagement and to get the clarity and to get the people to see and get triggered and engage with you on your offer, right? So yes, this training is for marketing blocks. Yes, this training is for any offer that you want to promote. And especially, I could have done any training today. I could have done a sales training, but I went back to this because this is where it all starts, having an offer that is unreasonable to say no to. So yes, this training was specifically made with marketing blocks on mind because most of you need to start here and being clear on your offer. If Abdul Razak, I ask you right now, what is your offer? And you can barely tell me, and I have money in my hand, and tell you, Abdul Razak, you can help me right now. What's your offer? You can't pronounce it. You can tell me the biggest benefit. You can't tell me the name of your offer. You don't know what my desire is or what my pain point is. We're not going to have a deal, right? And that goes for all of you. So this training is the core foundation of your journey for those of you that started with marketing blocks, and a solid reminder for all of you that already have an offer and you want to kind of look over it again and see if it hits those bullet points. So I hope that made sense, and I appreciate you being here and all of the other people that joined for the first time. I hope you loved this session. And there's way more to come, right? We'll do this every Wednesday, and we have Q&As on Saturday where you can ask me tons of questions as well. So Abdul Razak says, I'm badly struggling financially, need to start making some money. So there you go. Apply what I just said, right? That's why we do this freaking training. And therefore, you need to ask questions. Come on, Abdul Razak, come on. You're not asking the right questions. I'll just recommend at this point, watch the replay, right? If you're going to ask me how to make money, please, with marketing blocks, you most likely have not understand what I just shared. What I just shared is putting together an offer. How do you make money? Is by offering something to someone, right? First, in order to offer something, you need an offer. What did I just teach? How to have an offer. So that's where it starts. That's how you make money. So definitely watch the replay. Once again, I know you joined a little bit later, so no offense, it's all good. But watch the replay and understand how you're going to stand above any other offer out there and have people come running to you because you now have an offer that's absolutely irresistible. Danny says epic. Johnny says epic always. These amazing methods are easy and relevant to use across all products and services you deliver as an AC. Thank you, Johnny. Alex says, do we have any step-by-step training link for newcomers? You should have a training link, yeah, inside your marketing blocks. There's a marketing blocks training academy and an agency accelerator program. And also believe this was pretty step-by-step. I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Don't see you sharing your knowledge regardless of the software. Happy New Year. An offer and on a product you want to offer. Exactly. Awesome. Guys, hope you enjoyed this training, but as far as I can tell, you did. And if I don't speak to you anymore, have a fantastic new year. And if I do, looking forward to our next chat. Have a good one. Bye-bye.